Welcome to Bit by the Numbers with me, FM Tahiti. Hope you're all doing well, and thank you for joining us. In this episode, we're just going to be playing one of our cup matches against Larne Olympics. They're a non-league team, so we should hopefully completely destroy them. That's what I'm aiming for. We're playing at home at Glen Road. We've got 129 people coming along to see this at the very least, and it's in the Northern Irish Steel and Sons Cup. And I'm pretty sure this is something that could well be winnable. For us, though I don't think there are many rounds. So we're in the third round. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's a reasonable amount of rounds to the final. The winners last time were from the championship. I don't think there are any premiership sides that get entered into this. Or if there are, they have that. So you've got Glentoran seconds, for example. Carrick championship. Yes, I think we need a little bit of giant slaying, but we could do alright in this. So same squad as before. Actually, I'll probably just show you in the schedule. We beat Tobermoor in the PIL, the Premier Intermediate League, 3-0, which was quite nice. 2 penalties. Oh, there we go. 2 penalties, and then another goal from TJ Hughes, so he got his hat-trick. And basically, we long-balled them into those penalties. So both of those penalties are from long balls into the box, where our player then held it up, got fouled, and we scored. We deserved to win, but 3-0 flattered us a little bit. But I did a bit of an analysis afterwards, and it looked like we were doing really well with the long balls, getting more of them in, better combinations as well. So actually, I don't know if I've shown it to you, but in the team stats bit where we were looking at the passes in the last match, there's also a bit underneath it, hidden away almost, for combinations. So you can see what kind of combination passes are being played between certain players. And we're going to start using that a bit more to see how our players are doing in terms of getting up front. Oh, clear that. So we're against Larne Olympic. They've had a few highlights. Well, I say a few highlights. The highlights all them, this very first one. They're playing in a lovely purple colour, which I'm kind of jealous of. Hughes gets the shot away. We should beat them. They're not a big side, but at the same token, we're not exactly an amazing, super strong side either. We're still finding our feet, even though we've technically were unbeaten in the league. Oh, look at that, McCall. Wrong-footed the keeper, I think, when it came back out to him. That is it. Lamb throws it into the mixer. No one there, it goes out to McCall, and the keeper just kind of watches it. Put that down to bad goalkeeping rather than a good header, but you know, if you don't take your opportunities, you won't score anything. Technically, I guess that's from a set piece. Mulholland to Warwick, who looked like he was just going to not bother with that then for a second. Mulholland goes long, Duff's trying to get through. Straight at the keeper. In the last match against Tobermoor, obviously it wasn't on camera, so you won't have seen any of this, but there were actually quite a few good through balls that got through to Duff, who then either missed completely or smacked it against the bar. What goes in, Warwick, smacked against side netting. Ooh, good save. Gibson to Gibbons. That one. We've not had that many games yet, so it's difficult to break down the analysis. That's the problem with this kind of by the numbers thing. You need more data. So we actually need to be a few more games into the season, really, before we can start pulling things apart. But we will do. 1-0 still. Their team's uninterested. The charismatic leader like me, clearly. Mulholland to Lynch. Mulholland goes long. Duff gets it through. So we're producing chances, just they are a bit kind of wide, a bit skewed. We're not getting many sort of central chances. The central chances are normally the easiest ones to put away. According to XG and things like that, they're normally the easiest. We'll keep the team as it is. Played well, could improve. We really need another goal to try and make it safe. Just got a few marks on it, but nothing special. Mm, 5 to their 1 in terms of shots. They've got more possession than us, but then we are going long ball, so we're fine with that. Don't worry too much about not having possession. It's normally the other way around, really. Go on, Mullerhand. Go long. No, Warwick will go long instead. Lamb manages to get it down. Is he through? Oh, that was terrible after all of that, but never mind. Murphy to Duff. Back. Squared it up for Lynch, and Lynch just smacked it at the back of someone else's heels. It's promising there. And again, I still think the tactic's kind of bedding in. Route 1 football shouldn't take that long to bed in for a side of this level, but... Ooh, just across the face of goal. Alright, let's start making some subs. We still didn't manage to bring any more backup left backs in. I need to look at that because Mullihan's going to get very tired very quickly. Let's bring on Arthbutnut for Duff. Mitchell on for Lynch. See how we do with this. I will take 1-0 if that's what it comes down to, but it's not the most thrilling of scores. But I will show you after this match the combination thing in the analysis as well. It's a really useful tool if you've, especially when you get into a long-term save and you're trying to look at different partnerships and pairings. Got to be honest, I have no idea whether it was in FM19 or not, but I never noticed it. Oh, Lamb, back post. He is very small, but nobody was marking him, so you didn't have to worry about that. Mullihan with the long ball in. Hines gets it back to him. There he is. That'll do us. 2-0. Make another... No, let's not make another sub. So I just realised if I make another sub for this last 5 minutes, it's going to cost us an appearance fee. Got to save that money. Look at the finances after this. Hughes back across. So from the right back, Jamil. And then Hughes back the way it came. So again, long throw. Doesn't get past the first man, but comes back to him. Crossed from deep into there. 3-0. Happy days. I don't think they're going to do anything now. I think we're pretty much good. This is just the last highlight. I'll show you the finances. I'll show you the pass combination tool so you can see where it is if you've never used it before. Come on, blow the whistle, ref. It's not even that important a game. There we go. So we go through and we will be playing. I'm sure it'll tell us in a second. Calm. Congratulations. Who will we be playing? The Malachians, who we beat 5-1 in a friendly. If we beat that, we'll get through to the... Which round will it be? Get around to the 4th. Edging closer. Poor Stuart boss. Johnny Law is looking at Josh Lynch. Josh Lynch. It's £50 an appearance. Could replace him. Someone ever so slightly cheaper. So they can have him if they want. Finances. So our balance has gone down to 38,000. So if we look at the projection, now you can see, now we've actually brought in players, we've got normal squad size. Instead of that projection of it going up year on year, it's going down by quite a lot. So it is going to be a struggle to keep a club like this afloat. This is where, you know, we're talking marginal gains. We have to do what we can. Let's go and look at these passes then and ignore that huge financial issue that's going to be coming along. So if you go to analyze, analysis and then teams, make sure you got your team selected, clear all events, so it just remembers whatever was there from before. Go to passes, all these different pass types. See all that key passes, quite a few long key passes there. Passes creating chances, all quite long generally speaking. But down here you've got combinations. So if you open it up, you've got all these different player combinations. So you could click all. It gives you something like this, which isn't actually that much use. There's so many different passes in between here, there's not not useful at all. But look, you could have this. So this is Mullihan to Gary Warwick. So you can see it's on the left, short passes between them as they work their way up the pitch. All fair enough. But what about... let's have a look down here. Jamel to TJ Hughes. So right back to the target man on the right. So you can see some of the passes from there. So some of these are coming from throw-ins, and then you've got this longer pass here as well down the right. Let's look at where is he? The left back gone past him. Yeah, gone past so many things, haven't I? So you got Mullihan to Steve Duff. You see these longer passes as well to Steve Duff. So you can see these pass combinations are actually coming together. And if we can look at the centre backs as well. So who we got in centre back? Let's still getting used to the player names really. It is Darragh Murphy is one of them. It looks like Darragh Murphy didn't do many passes. Oh, you're just getting them to the left back more than anything else. But you can use that. So in a match with more passes, you'll get more of these to look at. And over time, you can compare a lot more of these general combinations to see how teams doing. So I can see that on the left-hand side, Mullihan's getting a lot more long balls in than, say, Jamil is on the right. And they're not doing much in the way of cross-field balls currently, or at least not in that match. But over time, you can look at all these different combinations and see what kind of pairings are working, which ones are actually doing the job and which ones aren't. So yeah, thanks very much. Just a shorter episode for this one. We'll probably move ahead a couple of matches. I'll probably come back for this Malach Irons match, actually. Steel and Sons Cup. Just keep going on with the cup matches, and then we'll start focusing probably a little bit more on the league itself. And hopefully we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. We're by around about the time we get to Ballyclare. We'll do the Ballyclare match, and then we'll do an XG match. I'll show you how the XG is working. I'll try and work that out so you can see how this tactic is doing production-wise. We'll have 10 matches worth of data to actually work with. And you're interested in XG in Football Manager, which I'm sure you are, then go and look at Dictate the Game. An article there by myself about XG. And hopefully that'll be useful. But otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Thanks very much.